How to present your product and turn it into a superstar. A lot of the times you'll have headaches writing a stunning presentation for your product. Here's a quick practical guide on how to do this effortlessly. Think of your product like an onion. It has multiple layers to it, and if you've done a great job in design and manufacturing, hopefully it doesn't make anyone cry. So, at a first glance, you have product features. Most probably, you already have a long list of those that you use when advertising it. And that's just the outer layer. Today, we're going all in. From all those features, you can go ahead and discover the main benefits, because features are just a means to an end. So now, write down a separate list of all the functional benefits your product has to offer. Done? Perfect. It's time to go even deeper to the practical benefits. Does your product save time, money? Does it promote good health? Does it produce wealth? Does it enhance a positive aspect of your prospect's life? Start writing all these practical benefits now on your third list. And we've reached the core of your product, the emotional benefits. Does your product deliver joy, peace of mind, release from fear, frustration, or anger? Does it create excitement, fulfillment? What is the core emotion that it appeals to? And if you identify more than one, start writing your fourth list. And now that you have a clear map of all your product's layers, it's time to connect the dots. What you have to do is just connect every feature with its functional benefit, then to its practical one, and ultimately to the emotion it delivers. Doing this the right way can make your cold, boring list of features into a captivating sales message. If it helps you in any way, think of it like a thermostat dial, and going from one layer to another is just you raising the temperature in the room and getting the prospect fired up about your product. And if you like short, actionable lists, here's a 5-step action plan to turn any product into a superstar. Step number 1. Identify every benefit your product delivers. Step number 2. Identify every positive emotion those benefits address. Step number 3. Identify every negative issue your product solves. Step number 4. Add premiums to meet major needs not met by the product itself. And last but not least, step number 5. Search for a way to position your product on top of its own ladder in the prospect's mind. And I'll go into a bit more detail with this ladder concept and the importance of always being first. In any industry, people remember the biggest brand, which is the first on its market ladder. Nobody remembers the second best. Even in sports, people know who won a championship in a specific year, but always forget the runner-up. We all know who the first man on the moon was, right? Who was the second? You might know who was the first man who reached the North Pole, but you surely don't know who was the second one. Same goes for product positioning. So if you're not number one already, you practically have 4 choices. First, accept inferior sales, that's life. Or attempt to reposition yourself as number one. Or attempt to reposition your top competitor as inferior. I remember a funny quote that went like this: the way to have the tallest building in the world is by either building it or destroying all the other buildings that are taller. And your last option is for you to build your own ladder. You might think that product positioning is about products, but it's not. It's about your prospect's mind and their perception. So, if your product is not number one on its ladder or not yet a superstar, you have a lot of work to do today. And I recommend you give your marketing a good look over before moving forward.